Welcome everyone to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the SCSRA National Series. Tonight, these Xfinity cars will be taking on Richmond Raceway for 120 laps of racing action here in the River City 120. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman Leeson. I'm excited to call all the racing action here tonight. We're going to have door-to-door, bumper-to-bumper, short track racing. This should be a fun one. Now, this is also the first race of the playoffs, and the 9 drivers have been determined. So Cody Moore, right now, he currently leads the field. He's got 1,020 points. He has bonus points from his 4 wins. Each win is 5 extra bonus points. We see Will Witt. So we see Will Witt, he's currently 2nd in points. Colin Willems, 3rd in points. Jeffrey Belk, 4th in points. And Todd Mays rounds out your top 5. Then it's Eddie Morris, Joe Wright, Josh Hall, Dave Wright. Those are your 9 drivers. Again, Cody Moore, Will Witt, Colin Willems, Jeffrey Belk all have more than 1,000 points because they have won races or were the regular season championship. And you can see on the broadcast, if you look at the ticker, let me transition over to that, some of the drivers' names are in green. If a driver's name is in green, that means they are a playoff driver, so just keep that in mind as you watch tonight's event. Last week, to finish off the season, we ran at Nashville Super Speedway, and Devin Bucciano ended up getting the race win. He led 17 of the 100 laps. Cody Moore actually led the most laps, but he ended up finishing runner-up and 2 seconds behind Bucciano. Colin Willems finished 3rd. 4th place was Will Witt, and rounding out your top 5 was Jeffrey Belk. But Devin Bucciano is not in the playoffs because he committed to the Fortuna Iron Truck Series, which is on Tuesday nights, and you can only commit to running in the championship for one or the other. So his spot was given to another driver. And also got to keep track of the team standings. YXU Racing is still the #1 team. They have won 6 of the 10 races so far. Over 50%. That is an incredible statistic right there. They have been absolutely dominant this season. Intensity Racing team not too far behind, only 74 points. Then 3rd it is Cyclone Racing. 4th is Maze Mafia Racing, and then running out your top 5 currently in the team standings, it is Maze Racing. Now we would like to thank the series sponsor Dev Sports Cards for all of their support. Dev Sports Cards was established in 2013 by SCSRA driver and Neon Racing team owner Devin Bucciano. Dev Sports Cards specializes in all your sports cards and gaming cards needs, from football, baseball, and basketball cards to Pokemon. Dev Sports Cards sells it all. On their eBay store, you can find a wide variety of items, from high-end sports cards to their weekly 99-cent starting bid 7-day auctions. If you don't have time to sell your own cards, reach out to Devin and ask about his consignment services. Simply pack them up, ship them out, and Devin will get them listed, sold, and then you get paid. Dev Sports Cards can be found on eBay with 4,000 plus positive feedback, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Dev Sports Cards is a proud sponsor of the SCSRA and Intensity Broadcasting. So go to your eBay and go show Dev Sports Cards some love by purchasing some sports cards from them. They support our hobby, so why not support them? So here we go. Qualifying is underway. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time, and that best possible lap time will determine where they start in the feature. You may notice a lot of drivers are not running their normal paint schemes. That is because tonight is a special paint scheme night here at Richmond Raceway. It is the Troll Paint Job Night. So drivers were given the opportunity to run a paint scheme that trolled another driver in the SCSRA league. So you'll see some unique ones, some inside jokes. We see Brett Merle to the top of the board with a 22.39. That will put him about 0.2 faster in second place. Michael Rosenberger, who ran a 22.58. See Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence to second. Then Cody Moore gets to second with a 22.55. We see Brett Merle improves on lap number 2 with a 22.39. That will put him 100th faster than second place Michael Rosenberger. Cody Moore runs in 30s, 0.2 behind Brett Merle. Cody Moore to the top of the board with a 22.29, putting him a 10th faster than Brett Merle. Cody Moore looking to try to start the playoffs on the right foot by getting the win here tonight. Kyle Mays to second with a 22.37, putting him about a 10th behind Cody Moore. Jeffrey Belk getting loose and hitting the outside wall on his qualifying run. He had not completed a lap yet. Remember, during your qualifying run, whether you spin out or you hit the wall, it will not count that lap if you get any sort of incident point. So drivers need to be careful of that. There's Joe Wright in the 82 coming off of turn number 4, getting ready to start his first lap. Joe Wright, one of the round of 9 drivers, looking to try to advance to the next round. If he does get a win here tonight, he will be able to do that. Joe Wright to 8th with a 22.64. That will put him about 0.3 off of first place Cody Moore. Colin Willems on track right now in that 17 machine, getting ready to start his first lap. First lap he gets to 16th with a 23.64. Really off pace there for that 17. See if he can improve on his next lap. There's Brian Nudie in that 40 machine coming off of turn number 4, completing his first lap. Brian Nudie to second with a 22.35. That will put him 0.05 off of first place Cody Moore. Eli Raposa in the 46, heading through turns 3 and 4 right now. He completed his first lap with a 23.51. Lap number 2. Looks like it did not count. He may have gotten an incident point or something like that. We have a very big field of cars tonight. Definitely one of the largest we have seen all season long. See Eddie Morris to 4th with a 22.37. That will put him 0.07 off of first place Cody Moore. Looks like we're going to have 27 cars in the field tonight. And at least half of them have a chance to win here tonight, but definitely the favorite, the name you're going to be hearing all race long, Cody Moore, Cody Moore, Cody Moore. Cody Moore always successful at these short tracks. He won at Martinsville this season, and last season when the SCSRA Xfinity Series came here, he won at Richmond as well. So Cody Moore always good at these short tracks. Looking to continue that reputation here tonight at Richmond. We're watching Derek Chaput in the 37 machine. We got Devin Bucciano in the 68, heading through turns 3 and 4. He does not improve his lap time on his second lap. Devin Bucciano, although he has been fast all season, he is performing better in the point standings in the Truck Series, so he declared the championship for that league. But Richmond Raceway, always fun racing here, especially in these cars, because it's kind of like racing in a big bowl. There's not a lot of room to make moves, so you got to be patient just because there isn't a lot of room to maneuver, so these drivers need to be careful to not tear up their cars, and I do think we're going to see a lot of cautions here tonight. So the key is just to survive and save your car for the end. Another thing I've noticed is if you're good at road courses, you are going to be good here tonight at Richmond. So that's why we see Cody Moore on the top of the board, Brian Udy in second, Michael Rosenberger in sixth. Some of the names that we see always running up front at these road courses are also very, very successful here tonight at Richmond because the tracks are very, very similar with the driving style. You got to be really, really smooth with the wheel, hit your marks, and heavy braking. You're out of the gas a lot, just like road courses. So I think we're going to see Cody Moore, Brian Udy, Michael Rosenberger, all the road course ringers be very, very successful here tonight. Let me know who your pick to win tonight's event is in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. As we have 27 cars ready to run tonight's event. And make sure to take this time to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And share the stream on Facebook as it gives exposure to the league, the drivers, the sponsors, and it kind of helps with the Facebook algorithm. Same thing with liking. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So make sure to support us by doing that. And also, during the broadcast, you can support us by sending stars, which is a digital gift that helps us earn money to improve our broadcast. So if you send us stars, all the money will go back into the broadcast to make them better for viewing for the viewers. Without support like that, we wouldn't be able to do cool things like having the names highlighted in green or have the ticker, because a lot of the equipment that we use, a lot of the stuff that we use requires money. You have to pay for Streamlabs OBS. You have to pay for SDK Gaming, which does our ticker. So every little bit helps us improve our broadcast. So definitely be very, very kind if to consider donating stars. There we go, qualifying wrapping up. Cody Moore will be starting on the pole for tonight's feature event. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 22.290. It is the 52 YXU racing machine of Cody Moore. Outside of him, it's YXU Racing's Brian Udy. In the 43rd, it is Kyle Mays in the 55. Fourth is Eddie Morrison. Then rounding at your top five, it is the 11 Neon Racing Machine of Brett Merle. Sixth is Operator Racing, Michael White in the 09. Seventh is DBC Sim Racing's Michael Rosenberger. Eighth, member of the Mays Mafia, Todd Mays. Ninth is YXU Racing's Will Witt. And then rounding at your top 10, it is his YXU Racing teammate, Colin Willems in the 17. 11th is Neon Racing's Devin Butchino. 12th, Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. 13th is Neon Racing's Derek Chaput in the 37. 14th is Neon Racing's Brian Merle Jr. And then running at your top 15, it is Intensity Broadcasting Zone, Joe Wright. 16th is DBC Sim Racing's Jeffrey Belk. 17th, we have that Smokes Poutinery car of Nick Mather in the 16. 18th, another member of the Mays Mafia, Bobby Mays. 19th is Craig Schroeder in the 4. And then running at your top 20, it is DBC Sim Racing's David Hartney in the 43. 21st is Intensity Racing Team's Josh Hall in the 81. 22nd is Dirtbag Racing's Eli Raposa. 23rd is Two Pedals, One Clutches Zachary Cox. 24th, we have Dave Wright. 25th, another member of the Mays Mafia, it's the Marco's Pizza Man, Mark Shavers in the 6th. In 26th, we have Brandon White in the 19. And last but not least, representing Two Pedals, One Clutch, it is the 95 of Michael Provolt. We have a field of 27 drivers racing tonight. Only one can win. I think this is going to be a wild one. I think we're going to see a lot of tight racing, drivers using their front bumpers, side-by-side action all the way around the track, because that's the racing that Richmond produces. And yes, it's a short track, but these drivers are flying around this place despite how small this track is, only 0.7 of a mile. And you'll see how fast these drivers can go on such a small track. It's absolutely incredible. You see Maria Bodnar and Madsen says, "Get it done, Merle Brothers." Tell you where both of them are starting. We see Brett Merle starting in the top 5. He is starting in 5th. Brian Merle Jr. currently starting in the 16th position. So definitely a surprise. Brett Merle, we don't always see him up front, but he was very, very fast in practice, very, very fast in qualifying, and here he is starting in the top 5 here tonight. Watch out for that 11 machine. Here we go. Cody Moore starting on the bottom. Brian Nudie starting on the top. 2 teammates make up the front row. Then outside of them, or behind them, we have 2 of Tennessee's best iRacers, Kyle Mays, Eddie Morris in 3rd and 4th. Pace car is in. And green flag is out here at Richmond Raceway. 120 laps of racing action is underway. There we see Cody Moore. We see Brian Nudie falls in line in 2nd. Kyle Mays runs in 3rd. Nudie trying to set up the pass. The key is going to be good runs off the corner. Nudie might want to try arcing that corner so he can get as low as he possibly can coming off. You see he's setting up the pass, looking high, looking low, trying to make something happen. But as I say this, the key tonight is definitely going to be patience. If you wreck your car early, you don't want to damage your car early on, because then you might have trouble making your way back up to the field. Just because of all the craziness that is going on, the side-by-side battles, the wrecks that may happen tonight, you don't want to risk it. Last time by, Cody Moore ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 22.36. Nudie still 0.2 behind him, but he's starting to extend that gap. I told you Cody Moore was going to be the driver to watch out for here tonight. He is always good at road courses, and he's always good at these short tracks. He won the only other short track race this season at Martinsville Speedway, dominating that race. And last season, when these Xfinity cars came here to Richmond, Cody Moore won. So Cody Moore definitely one to watch out for at these short tracks, and he's always good at road courses. And the driving styles that someone to be good at both tracks, I feel like both have similar driving styles if you want to be successful. Both require you to run a perfect line, and just hit your marks and be smooth and both heavy braking, you're out of the gas a lot. And that's why I also think we see Brian Nudi currently running in that second place spot. We see Cody Moore has extended that gap between him and Nudi, but Nudi tries reeling him in as we head through turns 1 and 2. Currently the field is spread out, which is wild for a short track to close this battle we have going on right now. Colin Willems trying to get by Devin Butchino for this 8th place spot. Butchino has gained 3 spots since the green flag dropped after starting in 11th. We see Butchino getting a good run on Will Witt for this 7th place spot. Watch out for Butchino. He won last week's race at Nashville Super Speedway. Michael Rosenberger trying to get by Brett Merle for this 5th place spot. We got Michael Provolt on Facebook. He says, let's go 2 pedals, 1 clutch. Something is up with Brian Nudi. This is definitely an unscheduled pit stop. This is bad. He is having some connection issues or something. Yeah, he just... Uh-oh, that is not good. He just manually disconnected due to packet loss. I believe that will end Nudi's race tonight. He was running in 2nd. He had a fast Xfinity car, but something out of his control ruined his race. We got a caution flag out. Bobby Mays has crashed. A few others have crashed. So we will watch what happened here with the Marco's Pizza Wreckage Rewind. So we're watching Bobby Mays. He's got Zachary Cox looking under him, coming off of turn number 4. And it looks to me, if you watch where Cox is at on the track, we see Mays holding his line. Cox just comes up the track coming off of turn number 4. Just might have gotten tight maybe or something. And that ended up sending Bobby Mays around. He falls to the 21st position. We see Joe Wright coming into the pits. I don't know what he's going to try to do. Top off on fuel maybe. Let's see what he does here on pit road. Looks like it's gas and go for Joe Wright. So while we're under caution, here's a look at our current top 5. Cody Moore is in 1st. Kyle Mays 2nd. Eddie Moore is 3rd. Brett Merle currently runs in 4th. And then rounding out your top 5, it is Michael Rosenberger. We see Michael Provolt says, no, Nudi. That is unfortunate for Brian Nudi because he was really the only driver that was anywhere near the lap times that Cody Moore was running, and the only driver that was really putting up a fight against him during that little green flag run that we had. I think he just had an internet connection issue and he dropped out of the race due to packet loss, which that is unfortunate. It may have ruined his chance of winning tonight's event because he's already more than 3 laps down. And it's terrible when that happens because it's kind of like a parts failure in real life racing or something that happens in real life racing that's out of your control. So Nudi technically just suffered a parts failure and it ended his race tonight. So sorry for the Brian Nudi fans who were hoping he could get the win here tonight at Richmond. But he isn't competing for the Xfinity Championship anyway, so he didn't have too much to lose, but you're always racing for that win, trying to be a spoiler. And he just, man. That is unfortunate for Brian Newty. It always sucks as a racer when something out of your control ruins your race. We do see Michael Provolt says, go 2 pedals, 1 clutch. I'll shout out where some of the 2 pedals, 1 clutch drivers are. We see Zachary Cox currently on pit road. He was involved in the caution that brought out, or he was involved in the wreck that brought out this first caution. We see Brandon White in the 19, currently runs in the 21st position. He didn't have the starting position that he wanted, had to start in 26th, but he's worked his way up through the field now to 20th, looking to continue to gain positions and get up to the field. Michael Lawrence currently sits in the 13th place position. He's actually having a very, very good race so far. Lawrence has had a rough season. Looking to maybe turn that around here tonight at Richmond. Maybe that Cody Ware paint scheme might be helping him out a little bit. I think that's the first time he has run that scheme. And Michael Provolt, another 2 pedals, 1 clutch driver. He is not in the race tonight. Which he had made every race so far this season. This is the first race that he has missed. And he's actually in the chat, so we appreciate, despite missing tonight's event, we appreciate you still tuning in to watch the broadcast here tonight, Michael. Hopefully you're enjoying this race so far here at Richmond, the River City 120. Those of you who don't know, Richmond is one of the most famous river cities. Sits on the James River. Here we go. We are coming to the green. Green flag is back out there. We see Cody Moore taking off, and he is already getting away from Kyle Mays. But Brett Merle looking to the outside of Kyle Mays as we head here through turns 1 and 2. But that is going to open the door for Eddie Morse to get under him. He shuts the door on the backstretch. Brett Merle having a fantastic race here tonight. He currently runs in the 3rd place position. Love to see the great performance from Merle here tonight. He has not gotten a top 10 this season, and here he is running in the top 3, trying to get by Kyle Mays for this 2nd place spot. What a story for that 11 machine. What a race he is having. And we see our 2nd caution of the race is out. So it's now time to look at the Marco's Pizza Wreckage Rewind. So we are watching Michael White. We see Nick Mather looking low under him as we head through 3 and 4. Ooh. Yeah, Mather, he sent it into the corner, and that caused the car to push up right into that 09 machine. So that is what brought out the 2nd caution. Unfortunate there for Michael White. Had to go into the pits to get that damage fixed. But we will re-rack them, restack them, and get ready to go back green here at Richmond Raceway. I've been going to this track since 2014. And oh my gosh! What in the world is going on? Oh my gosh. What in the world? I am at a loss for words right now. Never have I seen that happen in any sim race I have ever been in. Cody Moore just drove into the inside wall. Colin Willems is pitting. What just happened? See, Colin Willems in the pits, I'm not sure. Looks like he is taking his first set of tires. No, he's just manually disconnected. I'm not sure what in the world is going on, but half of the drivers have just quit.
Allie.
Yep.
We're having a problem with people.
I've just gotten word from league owner Brian Nudie. The session is having some connection issues. So they're trying to decide if they're going to call the race or not. They're having a meeting and we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to end the stream. The race isn't over yet. They may be able to put up another session, but we will see. So if the race is canceled, we will announce it on Facebook in the comments of the stream. I'm sorry to all the viewers who tuned in to watch tonight's broadcast. There was just, I don't know what was going on. There was just the servers having connection issues, so we'll see if it can get fixed. If it can't, the race will be called, but we will be back next week. So until then, we'll see what happens. I'm Atlee @ManWees. Over.